Honey, everyone. This is Sharon for another Conscious Sharon moment. So, for this Conscious Sharon moment, what we will focus on is collateral beauty. Collateral beauty. So, I am going to read you a quote from the movie Collateral Beauty. It says, "Love, time, and death interlock in a life fully lived, and how even the deepest loss can reveal moments of meaning and beauty." I'm going to read that one more time. Love, time, and death interlock in a life fully lived, and how even the deepest loss can reveal moments of meaning and beauty. And so, in other words, you can kind of say this is another way of saying gratitude. So, with Collateral Beauty, and like I say, that's a movie. And even though it's a movie about death and losing someone that, a loved one, a family friend, whoever it may be, one thing I thought about, what about the death of ourselves, parts of ourselves that we need to lose, that we pretty much, it needs to be a death, parts of ourselves, parts of yourself. So, what part of yourself that you have lost, or it needs to transition and just be no more? There are parts of myself that I'm even discovering. Who, what is that inside of me? Where did that come from? In those moments that I may get activated, in other words, triggered. And so, in saying this, and there are parts of yourself that you need, that you must heal. When I say that, meaning parts of our personality, parts of our traits, parts of yourself, metaphorically, and what we're talking about. But those parts of yourself that is no longer serving you, parts of yourself that is self sabotaging, parts of yourself that is holding you back, parts of yourself that allows you to get into situations, people, places, or things that you have no business getting into. So, meaning that, I've talked before about those emotional impressions, the emotional imprints, the scars. They can be really, really, really deep. And so, in saying that, when you think that you have lost a part of yourself, that is a collateral beauty, meaning that that's a part of you that needed to separate yourself, that you needed to kill off, that it needed to be severed, that you no longer needed that part because it cannot go where you need to go. I had this exact conversation with a friend recently, and oh my, it's just so amazing of how the thoughts just kind of align and just intertwine and things like that. So when it comes to collateral beauty, when it comes to death, especially death of yourself, death of parts of yourself, that is something to really celebrate and to be able to see the beauty of that because of you becoming of who you need to be, whether it's a skill set, whether it's a characteristic, but it's more of being, it's more of feeling, because again, we all have something deep within us, whether we know it or not, that is holding us back. You have something deep within you that may not allow you to connect with others, not only in the way that's beneficial for that person, but it's also beneficial for you, even if you're not able to see it yet. So, what parts of yourself that needs to have a death so that you can live a fully lived life? And again, these are parts of yourself that are holding you back, that have limited belief, that are self sabotaging because they don't belong there. They cannot. They're just not there. And so, again, when you continue to love yourself and time, not as of the length of time, but I would say time in the essence of yourself, in yourself, through yourself, that you discover. And when you think about the death part of it, most of the time people may think about it in the shadow side of ourselves. I call it the side of ourselves that hide itself from itself and doesn't even know that it's there. But again, it is impacting. And so be able to embrace all of you, but also be ready to cut off, literally cut off that part of you that is not serving you, that is self sabotaging, that is just holding you back with those limited beliefs because you want to be able to enter, especially the new year, definitely with collateral beauty, with gratitude, with affirmation that is beneficial for you. Yes. So there is collateral beauty in everything in life to be able to see it. And recently, and I'm trying to remember, did I hear it from somewhere? I can't remember. But with the word overwhelm, a lot of time we use it, a lot of times it has a negative connotation. But the other day when I was reading this, and someone was asking me something, and I'm like, I am overwhelmed with pure joy. So be overwhelmed with the beauty of yourself. So any parts of you that don't belong there, go ahead, look at it, have a ceremony for it and be glad that it is no longer there. Because again, sometimes you can have a part of yourself. It can be so deep inside of you, you may not even know that it's there. And that's one reason that I say we even need other people in our lives to help activate those parts of ourselves that we may not be able to activate. No matter how much self-care, no matter how much inner work that we may do, there's just parts of ourselves, again, that hides itself from itself. And with the connection that you have with other people, it allows you to connect more with yourself, allows you to come through for yourself. That's the collateral beauty of it. And I must say this, during the transition, let's say the old self, with you becoming of who you really are. Yes. It's not always easy. It doesn't always feel good. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. I do want to make sure you know that because it's not always happening, joy. Because when it's coming through, it's like, pulling all the resistance. It doesn't feel good at all. And you want to avoid it, but allow it to come through so that you can see the beauty of who you are, and you're exactly where you need to be for what your gifts and what your purpose is. So allow all of your experiences to be the collateral, and you can find the collateral beauty in everything which is in you, through you, and for you. So thank you for joining me for this conscious sharing moment. Remember to like and share And put in your collateral beauty in the comments because I love to hear from you. So thank you, thank you, thank you.